Gentleman's time has expired. The chair will now recognize himself for 5 minutes. Ms. Manu, I have a question for you. Just been kind of hearing between the lines from a lot of my colleagues on the other side about, seems like they seem to think your report was somehow incomplete. Was it incomplete?
No, our report,
Was it biased?
it was not biased.
Was it sensationalized?
It was not sensationalized.
So you believe it's an accurate reflection of the leadership and the culture of what was happening at the FDIC?
We do.
Okay. I will note, by the way, that we had a woman chair of the FDIC. The last chair of the FDIC, Mr. Sue, helped remove her. When it comes to equity, we had that. So I do want to say as well about the report, Ms. Manu or Mr. Kim, number of the allegations seem to be sort of saying, well, only there was a focus on one particular chair, the current chair. My reading of the report is that former chairs, 2 women, by the way, were only mentioned in the report for the work that they did attempting to improve the agency culture. Is that accurate?
We make very clear in the report that the workplace culture and conduct issues were long-standing.
They were long-standing, and who was attempting to fix it?
All chairs have taken steps
Okay.
to seek to address them.
I understand your delicate position, Mr. Kim, but the simple fact is that you had an open-ended report. There was not problems with the other 2 female chairs. There was a problem with this chair. So I'm going to move on. A few weeks ago, the FDIC report, a board of directors terminated the Special Review Committee, leaving an agency to handle matters of the independent review internally. The board of directors of the FDIC is supposed to set policy, oversee management, and protect the interests of employees. Director McKernan, what is the role of the board in the day-to-day operations of the FDIC? You were starting to say you were advocating for that.
Yeah, when we terminated the Special Review Committee, I was of the view that we really need to have the board step up and take a more active role during this interim. One way to do that would be to establish a board committee, only independent directors, not represented management directors, to oversee implementation of the action plan.
Sorry, if Chairman Gruenberg didn't see the cultural problems at the agency for 10 of his 13 years as chairman, shouldn't the board be playing a bigger role in overseeing that cultural change?
That is my view.
Okay. What specifically can the board do?
One option would be to establish a board committee.
Okay, but that appears to be rejected by Mr. Sue. Mr. Sue, is that correct?
I believe the full board needs to be fully engaged in order to back the actions so that the actions that are taken to fulfill the recommendations are long-lasting, they're taken now, they're conducted in full.
All right. So based on the whistleblower reports both before and after the report, Chairman Gruenberg has not been protecting FDIC employees. They don't have confidence in him. In fact, I think there was a Wall Street Journal article that literally the title was, "He survived a beatdown from Congress, but can he survive one from his own staff?" Director Sue, do you still believe, as you testified in May, Chairman Gruenberg can restore trust at the FDIC and lead changes in the culture during the remainder of his time? And as I said in my opening, is he the right man, the right time, with the right ideas?
My focus is on the employees of the FDIC and
Is he
delivering on the
right
action.
person to lead this?
So long as the chairman is delivering on commitments and taking actions, I'm supportive. It's
I'm
conditional
taking
on
that as a
taking those
yes.
actions.
I'm taking that as a yes.
It's conditional on taking those actions.
Okay. So that's a conditional yes. I'm just not sure why you're so afraid of him, quite honestly, and why you can't admit an obvious truth. That is disappointing because I know, and I believe you know, that the FDIC employees would disagree with you, that he is not the right person to be leading this. So, Director Sue, I think it's finally time to become more active director. I think that your time and certainly your efforts in removing the last female chair of the FDIC for what many of us believe was certainly far less than anything that is being accused or is being alleged right now. It's hard to view that as not for political purposes. And I'd say it's time for you to step up and for you to be able to change that. Let's do what's good for the employees.
I have been completely focused on trying to establish 3 actions that are critical to reestablishing trust with the employees of the FDIC.
My time is expiring, but you also need to remove the chairman. And with that, I yield back.